I want to share with you 10 things to say to disarm a narcissist. And I'm talking about a narcissist is somebody with a super inflated ego. Someone with a very unreasonable perspective of their own importance. They literally want you to worship them. They lie. They attack people at a very personal, in a very unreasonable way. But if you correct them, they are hypersensitive. They can call you names, they can abuse you, they will keep correcting you, but they themselves cannot be corrected. Their Mr. Know-it-all, their Mrs. Know-it-all. And today I want to share with you 10 things to say, 10 phrases to use to disarm a narcissist. Because when you're dealing with a narcissist, less is more. The more words you give them, the more they pick info to use against you. So you want to keep it brief and to the point. And by the way, there is a video I did when a narcissist knows you know. Look for it in my YouTube channel, Dr. K and Jacob. When a narcissist knows you know. It's a very, very powerful video. It gives you 5 strategies of dealing with a narcissist. But right now, I want to give you 10 actual phrases to use when you're dealing with a narcissist. Number 1, when a narcissistic person makes you feel negative about yourself, they attack your very person. They attack how you look. They attack how you talk. They attack how you eat. They attack how you do stuff. They can even attack how you do things on bed. They can attack your relationship with somebody important to you. Maybe you make a phone call to your mom and they attack it. Or even you love a dog. You like petting a dog. And they're attacking the fact that you have a pet. When they attack something that you value personally, they make negative remarks about you in a very personal way. Tell them, I don't see myself that way. I don't see myself that way. Number 2, if a narcissist lies, or they deny what they said, or they tell you you're imagining stuff, you're making up stuff in your own head, just tell them simply and in a very calm way, I remember it differently. I remember it differently. Number 3, when they try to make a decision for you, because narcissists are a nutcase. They will try to make decisions about you regarding your own money. They will try to make decisions about you regarding your own body. They will try to make decisions for you even about your clothes, where you shop, where you go for a restaurant, how much you eat, where you eat, how much you sleep, what time you sleep, how you sleep. They will even tell you how you should be eating bread and how you should be drinking coffee. They will make decisions about you even regarding your workplace, whether you should go back to school or not. They make decisions for you. It's okay to consult others. It is important, especially in a marriage situation, to consult your partner, but they should not make decisions for you. Anything that affects you, you must be involved in the decision-making process for ownership. You are a thinking human being. No one should be making decisions for you. They can propose, they can suggest, but you must make decisions for yourself. So if they try to make decisions for you, tell them, that doesn't work for me. Simple. That doesn't work for me. Number 4, if they try to talk a subject that you don't want to talk about, they raise a subject you're not comfortable about. Because a narcissist will raise a subject that they know you hate. They may remind you about a childhood trauma. They may remind you about somebody you used to sleep with. They may want to remind you about an academic test you failed. They may want to remind you about a business you didn't succeed in. They will want to scratch your wounds and to remind you of your mistakes and your failures. They may remind you something about your parents or your upbringing. So if they want to speak a subject you're not comfortable about, simply tell them, I'm not willing to talk about that. I'm not willing to talk about that. Number 5, if a narcissist dismisses your point, they dismiss your point. You raise a point and they try to discredit what you said or to prove it's nonsensical or to prove what you said doesn't make sense, is unreasonable. Please don't try to prove your point. You will have such a sharp argument. Simply tell them, I hear you, but I have a different view. Don't defend it anymore. Don't try to prove the point anymore. Don't try to explain yourself. Just tell them, I hear you, but I have a different view. Well, before I continue, have you subscribed to my YouTube channel? Before I give you number 6, please, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, do so. inspire me, encourage me to continue inspiring you. Most of the people who watch my videos have not subscribed to my YouTube channel. The best way to encourage me to continue producing these videos is just to click the subscribe button. Please do that for me, will you? All right, number 6. When a narcissist oversteps your personal boundaries. What are these personal boundaries? They may call you names you don't like being called. They may use a certain word that you don't like. Just simply tell them, I'm not going to explain why this is important to me, but it is. I am not going to explain why this is important to me, but it is. They may want to try a certain bad maneuver with you, but you're not comfortable. They may want to try to manage your finances and you're insisting we need to budget together, or we need to send mom Christmas, or I value birthday, or in my family we value Thanksgiving Day, or I like some me time, I like some quiet time, I like some prayer time, or I like showering alone. If they try to overstep that personal boundary, you've got to tell them, no, I'm not going to explain why this is important to me, but it is. You don't have to defend your personal preferences, tastes, fashions, and styles. You don't have to explain everything about what you like. You have a right to what you like, so long as you're not overstepping anyone's boundaries, so long as you're not violating anybody's personal rights and personal space. You have a right to your own tastes, fashions, preferences. You have a right to your privacy. You have a right to your personal space. Number 7. If they dominate a conversation, especially when you're trying to resolve a conflict. A narcissistic person can talk for half an hour and give you 1 minute to speak, and they still interrupt you in your 1 minute. You know what? If they try to dominate a conversation and you're trying to resolve a conflict, simply tell them, I will only have a conversation with you if you're willing to listen and try to understand my perspective. I will only have a conversation with you if you're willing to listen and try to understand my perspective. And then set the ground rules. For example, you may want to tell this person, we need to agree how many minutes each person is talking before we begin, and stick by that. For example, you can say, you talk 3 minutes, I talk 3 minutes. You talk 3 minutes, I talk 3 minutes. And I don't interrupt you during your 3 minutes. You don't interrupt me during my 3 minutes. Because then when you set the time, they will be uncomfortable about it, but it's a fair game. It's a fair game. Set the ground rules of the conversation. Let them know you are not going to be played those mental games. No. Number 8. If the conversation becomes toxic, abusive, name-calling, demeaning, insultive, tell them on the face, if you continue to talk to me like that, I will walk away. If you continue to talk to me like that, I will walk away. Number 9, if the conversation continues being toxic, you've already warned them, but the conversation continues being toxic, rude, arrogant, name-calling, demeaning, tearing you emotionally, tell them, I am going to step away from this conversation. I am going to step away from this conversation and walk away. Walk away. If it's safe to get out, go out, take a walk in the wood, detox, vent in the wood. Nature has a way of reducing the stress hormone, cortisol. If it's not safe to go out at night, you might want to go to the bedroom or go to another room, TV room, it doesn't matter. You might want to get out of the house and go to a restaurant and relax there. Yeah, walk away, literally. And if they continue like that, and you want to cut contact with a narcissist, you've had it enough, and they invite you to a conversation, tell them, thank you for inviting me, but I am not available. Thank you for inviting me, but I'm not available. Let them know they have crossed your red line. That's it. That's it. You have given them an opportunity to reform, to transform, but they don't respect your personal boundaries. Anyway, I don't know any narcissist that keeps a relationship. I don't know one narcissist that keeps a relationship. Yes, they always break relationships. At the workplace, at home, every relationship they have, they break it because they don't listen to others. It's all about them. They don't know turn taking. They tear others emotionally, verbally. They abuse others. But if you say just one thing to correct them, they go berserk. They are hypersensitive when they are corrected, but they keep attacking others. I would like us to continue this conversation. If you don't mind, let me know your thoughts. Give me your comments. If you have a question, post it as a comment in this YouTube channel. Let's keep this conversation going. I'm going to respond to your questions, and kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's the best way for us to continue producing these videos. When you subscribe, then I know I am reaching you. I know that you respect my work. I know that you also try to inspire me. And remember to hit the subscribe button so that you get notified when I upload new videos. I upload new videos every week. You don't want to miss out on my latest videos. Thank you so much. And I wish you the very best in your journey of life. Cheers.